Hello, Leo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of August 2022. I can't believe we are just flying through the year. It just seems like things are moving really quick. For the readings this month, I will be using my white tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Leo, with a Crystal Angels Oracle card. Let's see. I think that's it. But you've got some good cards here already, Leo. Wow. Okay, August is going to be a good month for you. You're going to get some good news, I see, as it relates to your money. And looks like you're going to be making some investment moves as well. So, now this deck is a little bit smaller than normal, so you can see, well, at least I'm looking on the screen, and it just looks like the cards are so far away. But I hope it's okay. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. So like I said, you're going to get some good news as it relates to finances. We got that Page of Pentacles. That is good news, a positive announcement, a positive discovery, a good, some good information coming your way as it relates to money, finances, all those things. And I think it's going to be something that is significant because the next card is the Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me, and that tells me that you're going to be in a position to invest. Now, of course, the amount you invest is always relative to where you are financially and what you're comfortable with. But it looks like you're going to be, like I said, in a really good position to invest. Now, depending on what you invest in, again, that depends on your life and, what is good for you at this time. But it could be anything, real estate, stocks, a business even. And it's going to go really well because we got the Sun card. Now, that's probably one of the most positive cards in the deck, which means that things are definitely going to be working really, really well for you. We also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That means you're going to have a slowdown in work. This doesn't necessarily mean your money is going to stop, but it just means you're not going to be that busy. And for a lot of us, that's actually a good thing, especially because we're in August. And for so many of us, that's kind of back to school time, that's moving into the fall, and a little bit of a slowdown in work is not necessarily a bad thing. Then we have the Three of Wands, so things are going to be looking really good, that you actually feel motivated to plan for the future. It always seems to, like, when we are moving in the direction that we want to be in, it seems like we start to look past just today, and that's what I get the sense of for you, Leo, is like you're looking more towards the future and not just trying to survive day to day. Finally, we have the Four of Pentacles, another great card to see in the reverse, because that means that you're not going to feel so tightly bound to a budget. Of course, you don't want to make silly choices, but you're going to have a lot of flexibility. You're not going to feel so tight, like you're going to feel a lot more relaxed as it relates to your money, as it relates to your income, and all the wonderful things that go along with it. All right, Leo, let's see what else shows up for you. All of these cards kind of fell out together, so I'm going to go with it. Looks like you've got timing on your side, and the right people are noticing you, so that's good. Now, the first card I got is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in the reverse, a great card to see in the reverse, because it means that you no longer have limiting beliefs about what is possible for you, especially as it relates to your money. Now, the Knight of Swords means that timing is on your side. However, it's not going to be that way forever, right? So if an opportunity shows up, looks like you're going to have to move on it very, very quickly. Next, we have the Chariot in the reverse. Now, this is another timing card, interestingly enough, but because the Chariot is in the reverse, it means that you're not going to be able to handle multiple projects and multiple things happening at once. You're going to have to really focus on one thing and one thing only, especially as it relates to your money and your income. Do not spread yourself too thin, because you're just going to get overwhelmed and things are not going to work out. Next up, we have the Four of Swords. Now, I like that card because it means that you're working independently. It means that you don't need anybody, interfering or trying to take over what you're trying to do. I think the best course of action as it relates to you when it comes to finances is for you to kind of work solo by yourself until you really feel like you actually need help and support, okay? But you're going to make the most progress working independently. Finally, we have the King of Wands. That means that you are attracting the attention of someone that can probably make some type of a positive impact as it relates to your money. Now, usually I see this card when it means like the boss, or maybe a higher up at your job is noticing you and considering you for either a promotion, or maybe they want to give you more responsibility, in turn more pay, and you're just really attracting some good attention as it relates to what you do. Now, this could also mean like if you are self-employed or a business owner, there's people studying your company or the work that you do, possibly new clients, new customers, that type of thing. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on in the second half of the month. Nice. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of August, '22. What do we need to know for the sign of Leo? All right, Leo, as we move into the second half of August, again, things continue to kind of really work in your favor as it relates to money and investing. The King of Pentacles says that investing is going to be really on point for you the second half of August. So you've already kind of got that starting at the beginning of August, but as we move to the second half of August, you're really going to see some opportunities, and you're also going to feel very confident that now is the time for you to invest. And that's what I'm getting confirmation here with this King of Pentacles. Now, we also have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This means that there is some type of assistance or support that you were expecting as it relates to your work or to your job or to your business, and for some reason that support doesn't come through. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I get the sense that you will be disappointed. Maybe somebody flakes out, or maybe I don't know, a shipment comes in late. I don't know, but it's just something that you were expecting that doesn't quite happen the way you thought that it would. But here's where it gets good, because we have the Empress next, which is the card of creativity and the birthing of new ideas. I think that whatever happens here with this card is going to really inspire and motivate you to come up with some new solutions. And these new solutions are going to be better, more profitable, much more in alignment with what you're trying to do as it relates to your money, your career, your work, your investments, and so forth. Next up, we got the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands in the reverse talks about looking at the past. Sometimes things happen in the past that still affect us today, and sometimes it clouds our judgment. That's what I'm getting from that card. There's something in your past that's affecting how you're making decisions today. Now, that's not always a bad thing, but sometimes it gets in the way of you being objective, especially as it relates to your finances. So pay attention to, I guess, the lens or the filter of how you see things when you're making, money decisions, because just because something happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean it's going to repeat in the future. Next up, we got the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of communication, and I do get the sense that you're probably going to have to distance yourself for a little while you're trying to get your money in order, or while you do these things that I feel you are being called to do financially as it relates to your work and your career, Leo. Now, remember, you're already kind of working independently on some projects here, and I get the sense that that's going to continue as we move into the second half of the month. Finally, we have the Three of Swords. That's healing and overcoming emotional heartache. So there could have been some emotional upset. Maybe something disappointed you, and it looks like you recover from that very quickly and really, really well. You know, yes, we all go through hurts and challenges, but we don't allow that to get in the way of our success or get in the way of our goals. All right, Leo, let's see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of August 2022. All right, Leo, things look good at the end of the month. Looks like you walk away from something. Now, because this card is in the reverse, I get the sense that you're going to walk away from something. Again, it's something financially related. Could be a job, but I think you walk away, but then for some reason you get pulled back in because it looks like they make an offer. It's like your job is making an offer and they want to keep you. They don't want to let you go. But the thing is this offer is not exactly what you were hoping for. Now, this doesn't only relate to a job, but there is something that you're going to walk away from, or that you should walk away from. You make preparations and plans to walk away, but then you get sucked back in. Okay? So, again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but is it truly what you want? Is it truly the direction that you want to go? Is it getting you closer to your money goals, your financial goals, your future goals? You know, and I get the sense that maybe in the short term it's okay, but long term I'm getting the sense that there's something that's just not right. And again, this doesn't have to necessarily be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a potential opportunity. It could be a business that you're currently in. You know, where you feel like I just need to move on from this. But then let's say you get a really big order or something, and then you get pulled right back in, right? But even though your heart's just not in it and you know it's time for you to move into a new direction. Now, we also have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor in the reverse means that sometimes things feel a little out of control. Now, again, that's not necessarily negative, but at the same time, it makes you feel a little scattered. And again, it's because you've got so many things going on here. You've got a lot of good stuff happening. You know, your investments, the money flows coming in, you're working on some projects. But sometimes, excuse me, your energy could just be all over the place because you're still kind of attached to some things, right? Especially as it relates to your money. Now again, this could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a situation, it could be anything. But you really have to pay attention to what it is that you're trying to do and get some clarity on that so you're not feeling pulled in so many directions. Next up, we got the King of Cups. Now these two cards are very good, okay? So while you may be feeling a little confused and overwhelmed here, by the time August closes out, you're going to be feeling really, really good. Now, the King of Cups talks about emotional stability and emotional intelligence, which means that you no longer allow your feelings to override what you know is best for you, right? So maybe temporarily you're getting caught up in some stuff here, but then you really get confident and courageous to make the moves that you need to make for yourself. We also have this Three of Cups. That's a celebration, a party, a gathering. There's definitely going to be something to celebrate by the time we close out the end of the month, and I'm still feeling like this is investment related. So, you know, a party is definitely in order for you, Leo, because the month is definitely going to end on a very high note. So, Leo, your month is good. You've got great investments lined up. You're making decisions. You're making some moves. I think, you know, there's just going to be little pockets throughout the month here and there where you're a little bit maybe hesitant to do what you want to do. But then as time goes on, you get really, really clear and you make the decision to really create the outcome that you desire, especially as it relates to your money. And when you do that, things really start falling into place for you rather quickly. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Crystal Angels Oracle card. It has been a long time since I have used this deck. Okay. All right, Leo, so you got the card of Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. Oh my gosh, I literally just said that with that last card. I told you it's coming. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So there's definitely going to be something you're celebrating in the month of August. And if you do work with crystals, I think emerald would be a beautiful one for you to work with for this month. All right, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.